Hi everybody. Do you ever buy things and you use a few and then you have the rest of them sitting, like maybe you get them from Amazon and you get 50 of them and you only use 20, so there's 30 and you don't know what to do with them. That happened to me with these wood rounds. I had a bunch left over, so I am going to use them to make some ornaments. So I decided to take you along with me. So I have these wood rounds. Honestly, they're not even real wood. But I went ahead and I just painted the front and back of them with a white, just so that when I do the transfers or the rice paper, I'm also going to use some inlays. I just thought it would be easier just to have them all painted in advance. And you've seen me paint a million times before, so I figured you didn't need to watch that. So I am just going through some of my transfers and Connie Lines and Designs, which I do want to mention that I did load a bunch of them up in my Etsy shop. I'm trying to get a website going, but I figured, you know what? It's a busy time of year. It's going to have to probably wait till the first of the year. So I'm just going to go ahead and dig through my stash of rice paper, upcycle decoupage paper, the Connie Lines and Designs rice paper, and I'm just going to come up with a plan and start getting these ornaments done. So I'm going to start out. I found some of the transfers that I liked that were small enough to fit on the rounds. So I thought I'll just do that. So I just kind of cut out the section that I want, and some of them are a little bit too big, but that's okay. I just kind of position it on there where I want it and where I think it's going to look best. You want to make sure you have the hole on the top, because you don't want to have an ornament and then have to hang it upside down. These would look great as tags to hang off of a gift. If you have a little shelf with little peg hooks, you could hang them off of there. Maybe your cabinet doors in your kitchen, if you wanted just a little something extra, you could do that. So here I just laid the transfer down where I wanted it. And I'm just taking that transfer tool and I'm just going to kind of rub it all over. And then I just kind of start to lift back. And the transfer release is pretty easy. You do want to make sure when you do this that your paint is very, very dry. I believe I used a all-in-one paint, so there was a top coat. I think it was the Fusion. There was a top coat in there, so I just waited to make sure it was dry. Once I get it down, I take that little backing and burnish it in just to make sure it's embedded in the surface. And then I just kind of went around the edge and just sanded off if there was anything looked hanging over. So here you can see I'm doing the exact same thing. I just flipped it over because I wanted to have them two-sided, because you know how when you hang them on a tree, sometimes they kind of flip around. So I thought that way you wouldn't be able to tell. And then I got to use up more of my stash. So that was a win-win. You can see I have a whole stack of these little rounds to use up. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing with this one. Rub all over until it releases. And then I'll burnish that in and that ornament is done. So I just keep going through all my transfers. I believe this was the Kitschy Christmas one from last year, the transfer book, and I love that book. I actually bought another one this year because I loved it so much. And honestly, I don't think I introduced myself. My name is Lisa. I am the owner and creator behind Bumblebee Corner. So here I am digging into my rice papers. And again, you can go to Etsy and you can find my store, Bumblebee Corner. And I have them all listed in there. So I thought this one, I love these little Santa mugs. So for these, I just laid that round over top. These rounds are kind of all different sizes, so I kind of just found one. I would find the ones that fit the best. And I love cardinals, so I thought this one would be perfect. And some of these have the same image on both sides, and some of them I did a different image. I did the front as one, and I did the back as another. So here's another one. I'm just doing the transfer. So I'm going to do the wreath on this side, which I just thought it was super cute. I would love, if you have different ideas of what to do with these wood rounds, I would love to have some different ideas. I guess, I mean, other than there is the hole in there, you could use them and do like coasters, which you would just want to finish off the one side. And then this one, I'm doing this little floral. And this one you could, like the floral, it is a little Christmassy, but you could probably use this year round. All right, so for this one, I'm going to do this little cardinal. So I just laid the round down and just kind of positioned it where I thought it would look the best. And then I just traced around it just to get the sizing. So then I did the other one too. This one is going to be, I think, the same on both sides. And I am definitely a cardinal lover. This one might stay with me and go on my tree. I love cardinals. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut these out. These would even be a really fun little craft day if you have your kids or grandkids, or just even to get your friends together. You could have a bunch of the rice papers and just something that you want to put them on to make ornaments. You could do the wood rounds. You could, you know, anything you wanted to use to make an ornament. It would just be a really nice, fun day and fun get together. All right, so here I am. I'm going to use the liquid patina as my decoupage medium. So what I do with this is I just go ahead and I put a layer down, kind of position the paper where I want it. I'm going to put a coat of the liquid patina on there, and then lay the rice paper down on top of that, and then put another good layer over top. And you'll see in a minute, I actually switch over to Fusion's decoupage medium, which is a little bit thicker, and I do like it with the rice paper because the rice paper is a little heavier. All right, here I'm switching over. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a coat right over the top of this. I put it right over top of the liquid patina. And then I'm going to set that aside to let that dry. And then I'm going to move on and do another one. So for this one, I decided to do the little Santa mug. So I'm going to go ahead and trace and get that cut out, and we'll get that put on. All right, so for these ones, I decided to use a paint inlay, which these are from IOD. I love how the paint inlays look, and I don't know why I don't use them more often. And every time I use one, it's like I'm going to use them, and then for some reason I don't, but I thought these would be super cute. And this I could have changed. I could have painted these a different color, but I went with the white. I just wanted to get them done. So, but for the paint inlays, you do need a coat of wet paint to lay them into. So I went ahead and repainted that wood round, and then I misted the paint inlay, and you want to make sure you're putting the paint side down. So I found the hole, made sure it was on top, and I just laid that down. And these are small enough. And you do have a minute, maybe not even a minute, but a couple seconds to kind of reposition it. So I just took a paper towel and just kind of dabbed just to make sure I embedded that into the paint. Just kind of went over it a couple times. And then once I did that, I misted it again. And then just kind of dabbed off any of the excess water. And then I set that aside to let it dry. So I have some more. I just kind of got them all cut out, the ones that I wanted. You can see I've done a couple of them. So I'm just going to go over it and put a coat of paint. And then I just take the inlay, mist it. And again, you want to make sure you have the paint side down. Just kind of position that where I wanted it. Just kind of use my finger here just to kind of embed it down. Make sure it's all has good connection with the paint. I guess that's what word I'm looking for. Misted it, just take that paper towel, dabbed off any excess water, and I'm going to let them all dry. So here I'm just trying to get them all dried so that I can flip them over to do the other side. So I'm just using my heat gun, and I'll get them all dry and then we'll do the other side. All right, so here I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put a coat of wet paint on there, pick up the image that I want and remove that backing. Just, again, you want to make sure you have the paint side down. Just kind of position it and use your finger, paper towel, whatever, just to make sure you have that embedded into the paint. And then you set that one aside to dry, and we'll get the rest of these done. All right, so those are dry. So you just mist it with paper again. You can see it wasn't lifting up quite easy enough. So I just misted it just a little bit more, pull that back, and there you have your beautiful image. So let's get the rest of these done. All right, so the ones that I decoupaged with the rice paper are dry, and there's just a little bit extra on that overhang. So I'm just taking my little finger sander, and I'm going to go in a downward motion all the way around just to get any of that excess paper off. And I'm just going to use my fingers and just some of this I'm just kind of pulling off all the little loose pieces. But I'm going to go around and do these ornaments and get these done. And then I can do the opposite side. So for this one, I am doing the same image on both sides. So again, just lay that down where you want it. And you apply your decoupage medium. And just lay that down, go over the top. And put a good coat to seal all that in. And you're going to let that Set that aside. So these ones I'm doing the little Santa mugs. So I'm doing the same thing. So I'm just going to kind of let you come along with me and watch for a few. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me upcycle these ornaments. If you have a favorite technique or way to upcycle ornaments, I would love it if you would let me know in the comments. And as always, if you like this type of content, please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Give me that thumbs up and share it out if you know someone else who would like this. So I will see everybody later. Bye, guys.